But I want to say this too is that it because I know Asa and obviously I've seen what she does, right? It's acting. It's a performance.
It's a performance.
It really is a performance because I know her, and when I see her stuff, sometimes I'll randomly,
Asa to me is one of the most brilliant people I've ever met.
I know she's a family. She's family to me. She's like my sister. I love her so much. I think she's super talented. But my point is that it is, if it's done well and you can rise in that business, it's only because you can perform and you can act. And you now isn't what I've seen on the fucking thing. It's acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's crazy. I remembered what I wanted to ask you. And this is the last question.
It did come back.
It did come back. You're right. Did you ever do any ones that they gave you like scripts? Like, some of them, now those ones, do you prefer those ones?
No.
Why? Because they give you acting notes? That would be fucking frustrating to me.
Yes.
Would they really?
Oh, yeah. And I'm very monotone.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And I remember, I won't say what it was, but I was like, all right, I'm going to ham it up, right? So I was just hamming it up.
Classic comedian.
And then the guy's like, the director is like, no, but say it like this. Say
Mind
it like
readings?
This. Yeah, say it like this instead. And I was like, so you want me to just speak how I normally speak?
Yeah, be more natural.
Yeah, like this. And then when I finally saw the thing, I was like, oh, I seem so deadpan that it actually doesn't work at all. Like, I'm never fucking listening to those guys again. But yeah,
I see. So the director was a bad director.
It's just,
look, hey, fucker.
Stories don't belong in porn. They do not belong in porn unless we're talking about doing some avant-garde shit. Like, just stop.
I agree.
It just doesn't fucking work.
Unless it does. No, listen, Sasha.
If you fast forward.
No, Sasha. It does, right? If you did it with, like, honestly, if I said I would take you, let's suppose right now I was a multimillionaire and I wrote a really good script. A really good script with a real DP. You mean a real like story?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I go, you know what? You're gonna take 6 months of Meisner technique.
Right.
I'll be real, right?
No.
You're gonna have this acting coach. This is
he's probably Russian or something.
Ben Affleck's acting coach.
Yeah. No.
Right? What? Whatever.
Ben Affleck's acting coach.
Well, no, I would hire him, right? I would fucking go, and it would be like a real movie with a real script, with real emotions, right? With a real story, but that sex would be like porn.
That Gaspar Noe.
It should
movie.
They should do it like that. But
yes,
that one movie, Love, right?
Oh yeah,
Love was a lot.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
and it was similar to what you're describing.
Yeah. Marlom Brando did a movie called The Last Tango in Paris, right? Yeah. Not that it was like,
but you don't.
What do you mean?
Get the butter.
You don't get the. You don't. I know you don't get the butter, but imagine if you did get a little butter in there.
I think it could be done, but the powers that be will never let it happen.
Right. And who's that audience for?
Exactly. Like who? Look, I've always said that.
Me. I know.
You're the audience.
Me, David Cho. I could name maybe 5. Yeah.
Like the cliche porn is, let's say, like the cliche male fantasy is porn, and the cliche female fantasy is a romantic Hollywood comedy. Wow. I've kind of always said this.
Yeah,
right? So they're both fake.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So are you gonna blame romantic Hollywood comedies when your girlfriend expects all of these delusional things from you?
Yeah.
Anyways, I've always said that. But I did another podcast a couple weeks ago where the woman is a photographer. She's been in the business her whole life, basically. And she was saying now there are people doing more narrative structures in porn. So I haven't seen those things, so I can't speak on those necessarily.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like they're doing full-on big budget movies. And that is the cool thing, that like you have the ability, because the technology is so much cheaper and actually of higher quality today than it was even 10 years ago. So that I don't know, but
why don't we produce something? Yeah. Why don't No, you're not gonna be in it.
Just not putting any money in it.
No,
I'll get you distribution. I'll get you distribution.
Okay. No. What about this? Why don't we write a script? Just for fun. Right. A fucking.
Yeah.
All right.
But like,
all right, give me. What's the log line? What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Well, why can't it be like a real
80-year-old man with an ATM? I already know.
Wait, can we go back to this?
He's Korean. His name is Bobby Lee.
Yeah.